Nigeria. Now my country. Nigeria is located on the western coast of Africa. Nigeria has a diverse geography with climates ranging from arid to humid equatorial. Nigeria's most diverse features are its people. Hundreds of languages are spoken in the country, including Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Edo, Ibibio, Tiv, and English. The country has abundant natural resources, notably large deposits of petroleum and natural gas. The national capital is Abuja. Lagos, the former capital, retains its standing as the country's leading commercial and industrial city. Nigeria is bordered to the north by Niger, to the east by Chad and Cameroon, to the south by the Gulf of Guinea of the Atlantic Ocean, and to the west by Benin. Nigeria is not only large in area, but also Africa's most populous country. Nigeria comprises of unique people, cultures, and ethnicity, with over 500 languages spoken. Nigeria comprises of 36 states. Nigeria is a pulsating powerhouse as the most populous nation on the continent. The Nigerian people are warm and welcoming, embracing tourists with wide and open arms as we give you an insight to our rich culture and traditions. Wherever we may go, whatever we do, our DNA will still point us home. This is Nigeria's story. Me, I like my country, I like the land and people. Everything is there for Nigeria. Make we join hands to make Nigeria better. Nigeria or Nigeria? Someone said to me, it's Nigeria. I said, okay, yes, Nigeria. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good and keeping safe. So today we've got a very interesting video. This video has been highly requested by me. I'm joking. So this video, obviously the travel series will not be complete without me talking about my country, which is Nigeria. We're going to be talking about Nigeria today. Now, this is not a political video. Neither is it a video where I want any political opinions whatsoever. If you didn't see from the beginning, it is the travel series where we talk about the good in countries and try to encourage tourism in Africa, giving Africa a different beam of light, which I thought I would share with all of you, which obviously was the birth of the travel series. So if you've got any political or government opinion, please make research. There are other channels around, Please go and leave your highly esteemed opinion in the other channels, because comments that are abusive or political in nature, I'm going to B and D, which is block and delete. So on that note, let's get started. Nigeria's longest river is the River Niger, which is 4,100 kilometers in length. The Niger enters the country in the northwestern part and flows southwards towards the Niger Delta. The name Nigeria was derived from the River Niger. So Nigeria is a large country situated in the western part of Africa. Its capital was formerly Lagos and currently is Abuja. In 1991, the capital city was changed to Abuja, which is in the northern part of the country. With a population of 213 million people and counting, Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa. The country is known for its large rocks. ZUMA rock is known as one of Nigeria's landmarks. The massive monolith is situated close to the city of Abuja. ZUMA rock is also shown on the 100 naira banknote. Abuja has several landmarks, which include the National Mosque, National Church, as well as Aso Rock. It also has the Abuja City Gates, which is absolutely beautiful. I watched a video yesterday on YouTube, the channel's name, and link that in my description. And it was the drive to the NNAMDI AZIKWE airport in Abuja. And that video was just, it was so calming to watch. It was so nice to just watch the streets of Abuja or the road leading up to the airport. I'd say that that road was just nice and a long stretch, quite scenic to watch, especially with the rock peeping through different parts of the video. That rock is quite dominant in the city of Abuja, and it's so beautiful because wherever you are, it reminds me of the Table Mountain in Cape Town, where you basically just see that rock in different parts of the city. It just peeps through and it just gives such a beautiful ambience and such a beautiful feel to the city. So Lagos is an absolute hub. Lagos is a very fast-paced city and is one of those places where you really need to know your way around. And even if you don't know your way around, you should get a trusted guide to take you through to the city. It's got lots of scenic places to see, but it can get quite overwhelming because of the fast-paced, because of the over 20 million people residing in the city of Lagos. It makes it quite overwhelming to move around, but if you move around during off-peak times, you should find it's quite manageable, especially with some parts of the city. Lagos has the largest seaport within the country, and it also has the largest airport as well. The Murtala Mohammed Airport is the largest airport within the country. Victoria Island is Lagos' central business district, and it also has quite a few towers. And so the third city, I wouldn't say like it's a third city, but you know, most of the times we do Abuja, Lagos, and the city that comes next is Port Harcourt, which is a beautiful city. It's one of the, Port Harcourt is rich due to the oil found in the coastal region within the state. I lived in Port Harcourt as well. The beautiful thing about my review of Nigeria is I've lived in several cities, and I can tell you that each city would give you a different vibe and a different feel from one or the other. I've lived in Lagos, Benin City, Port Harcourt, Calabar, and Enugu, and I enjoyed living in each of these places for several different reasons. And so I've had quite a bit of experience with road trips within the country. If you're going to go on a road trip in Nigeria, always make sure you have a safe and trusted guide to take you through to from city to city, so you get to see what the scenic views are, you get to see what the highways are like, and you get to see more and more of this beautiful country. So we also have the Olumo Rock. It's a beautiful, iconic rock situated in Ogun State, which is the southwestern part of the country. And it is home to the Egba people of the Yoruba land. So there are several national parks within the country. We've got the Yankari Game Reserve. We also have the Cross River National Park, as well as the Gurara Falls in Niger State. Nigeria is an oil-rich country, and its industry sector includes crude oil, coal, tin, and rubber products. The local economy in Nigeria is driven by the growing agricultural sector and the services industry as well. But also, to a much smaller amount, it exports cacao, rubber products, palm oil, peanuts, cotton, and shea butter. Nigeria also has a thriving movies, films. Nigeria is also a founding member of the Commonwealth of Nations, African Union, United Nations, and OPEC. So let's talk about the people of Nigeria. My goodness. If you talk about a culture that is diverse, Nigeria has got such a diverse culture which spans across hundreds of ethnic groups. We have about 250 ethnic groups with over 500 languages spoken within the country. Nigeria is one of the world's fastest growing population, and it has been estimated that by 2050, Nigeria would house an estimation of about 400 million people. But the people of Nigeria are very friendly. I say this not because I'm from here, but they're generally quite friendly people. They're generally quite hospitable. They love foreigners and they're very welcoming to visitors of the country. Pidgin English is also spoken within the country, and Pidgin English basically is a mix of English words with Yoruba and Igbo grammar structures. Or the language of Pidgin came about when British sailors had to find a way or a means of communication with the local people. Go to the markets, a lot of the market sellers there are speaking in English or one or two of the local dialects. The dressing of Nigerian people differs from the different parts of the country they're from. Like, for instance, the northern part of the country have this amazing traditional attires. You have the Fulani outfits. You also have the Igbo people are known for their George, their lace, which is like a really thick wraparound, exquisitely designed material. They wear that with a variety of African prints, but the George is so beautiful, and mothers hand a piece of that George cloth, which is quite expensive, to their daughters when they get married. Coming down towards the southwestern part, which is talking about the Yoruba people, they also have very beautiful African attires. You have the ashoke, which is a thick material which can be used for a headdress, and it can also be used as a wraparound wrapper. It's so beautiful. I think one thing that we stand united in is the diversity and the beauty of our clothing. It's colorful, it's very, very trending. When I say trending, we've been able to create a lot of designs and styles using local materials and local style of fabrics to create beautiful, amazing designs. You can see a lot of the times we talk about Nigerian weddings. Nigerian weddings are very colorful. Nigerians love weddings. We do love weddings a lot. And we celebrate weddings in the most elaborate way. It always is colorful, diverse. Like where I'm from, when we're getting married, there's something called EVA, which is the coral beads. It's like a queen headdress one. You have the ones you wear on your neck, the ones you wear on your wrists. When it comes to weddings, we don't have a wedding season per se. Weddings are done all year round because the climate we have here in Nigeria is tropical. And it took me relocating 3 times to come to appreciate the country of Nigeria. And it took me being away from the country to sort of appreciate some aspects of the country. And I just saw myself always moving back home. I remember the first time I moved back home, I had started going to this church, and obviously I wasn't married then, so there was this brother of the church. We became sort of friendly with each other. And then one day, this brother comes to me and says to me that one of the elders of the church had had a prophetic dream and said to him that his wife is a returnee. So returnee basically is a term used for people who've moved back home. So I looked at him, and in my mind I said, my dear, I hope you're not thinking of Ismail. His wife is a returnee. He really wants us to get married and all of that. And I just looked at him and I was just like shaking my head on the inside, like, what? Which wife? Look, yes, there are many returnees. So maybe your wife is still at the airport waiting for you to come and pick her. It's not me, not here. So basically, the people are very friendly. I remember, I'm going to talk about another instance. They're very helpful. I remember when I had my son, and I think he was about 4 months old at the time, and I went to the bank with him. I parked my car in the car park. From the car park to the bank itself, it's not very far. It's just basically walking across the car park and then going into the banking hall. You need to see the way people attacked me. Yes, I was attacked. They were saying, Madam, why don't you have an umbrella for this baby's head? Madam, why can't you cover this baby? This baby, son is beating this baby. I was like, oh my gosh. It was a little bit too much, but obviously I see where they're coming from. They're coming from a place of love and support and care. And I really appreciated that. But I felt so bad because by the time I got to the bank, I felt like a negligent mom because I didn't have a shawl. I didn't have an umbrella to protect my little boy's head. So they take things like that very seriously. So you have to be very, very mindful and very watchful. So all in all, I would say Nigeria is a beautiful country. And as I said, it took me relocating to appreciate certain aspects of the country. I miss it a lot when I'm not back home. When I'm not at home, I miss it a lot. I get homesick. And even though I could get a lot of the food in the countries I was in, I still missed it a lot. So we have a few festivals in Nigeria as well. There's the Calabar Festival, which is held in December of every year. A really colorful festival, and you have the traditional rulers also come to these festivals to make their presence known and to connect with the people. And you just see a lot of colorful and traditional regalia. And it is called the biggest African street party or the pride of Nigeria. It is such an amazing carnival. It's got dance, food. You have a taste of the street food. It has fashion, it has music, it has people from all over the country. Calabar becomes a hub in December where everyone just troops. It's an amazing festival. So we can't round this up without talking about the food and the growing food culture in Nigeria. The food culture in Nigeria is so rich, You have a lot of local delicacies, and these delicacies are unique to the ethnic groups that they're from. It is so amazing. It's literally like a buffet of different types and styles of cooking, different ingredients. So the main dishes include corn, cassava, plantain, yams, potatoes, pepper, the whole thing. We like our food spicy, so we like the heat, so we always like a bit of spice in our food and the cuisine here. There are a lot of choice. I think that's one of the main things about Nigerian food and food culture and the cuisine in Nigeria is the food is bountiful that you have a choice of different types of things to eat. We can go from akara to jollof rice to moi moi to begiri. We have egusi, and now this egusi is cooked different states or different ethnic groups have a different way of cooking their egusi. Like where I'm from Edo State, and we cook our egusi slightly different from what you might find in the southwestern part, which is the Yoruba side, or the eastern part of the country, which is the Igbos, the Ikweris. We cook our egusi slightly different. There's a traditional way that we cook egusi, which is called ibogi, which basically is egusi without the leaves. And when you taste egusi from the different tribes, you would find one thing in common with all of them. They are delicious. One taste of egusi, you're hooked. So we have different types of, they call it swallow, which basically is like mashed potatoes. We call it swallow just as a general term to describe what they are. So you have your eba, you have pounded yam, you have fufu, which also replicates what they also eat in Ghana. So delicious, and then in terms, you can eat these with soups, and our soups range from egusi soup, as I said earlier, to ogbono, to eforiro, to gbegiri, to vegetable soup. We have afang, there's oha soup, there's shinkafa, tuwo and shinkafa. There's just a wide range of soups. So there's this story. It's a true story, by the way, of of a Nigerian man who visited one of the countries, Africa, and he was there for a conference. I think the conference spanned about a week or so. And when he came back, he was complaining he had lost a bit of weight. So when he was asked, you traveled, but why do you look slimmer? He said, he wasn't eating that, a lot of the food there doesn't really reflect what he's used to. He's used to the Nigerian food. So basically, in a nutshell, it's really, the food here is so good. It's organic. We enjoy the whole organic, fresh grown produce. We have a lot of the produce you find in the market are grown by local farmers. We enjoy the whole organic and natural ways of planting and harvesting of these crops. So we also have suya, there is plantain, there is yams, sweet potatoes, bell peppers, strawberries are being grown in Jos, Plateau State, which is the middle belt of the country. And we just have a very diverse and wide array of foods to eat and choose from. And we have not even entered fish. Because of the coastal regions within the country, we have an abundance of different types of fishes to eat from, different types of fishes to buy. We have mackerel, tilapia, there's catfish, there's Titus. I'm always getting confused when I get to the market. Is it Titus or tilapia or whatever, or Titus or mackerel? So, there's a lot of fish to eat, from the ice fish to the fresh fish, croaker fish as well. They are just delicious and obviously packed with a lot of vitamins, which you stand to benefit from if you include those in your diet. The food here is really good. I honestly have to just admit that fact that the food is really good and very delicious. You see, the food here, you can't even mention them all. I forgot a sauce called AZIKWE sauce, which basically is made with aubergine or garden egg. It is so delicious, it's so good. The food culture is growing in Nigeria. I would say you have a lot of restaurants now, a lot of European themed restaurants. There are a lot of Indian themed restaurants as well. We also have a lot of Chinese restaurants. So you basically stand to have a choice between eating the local delicacies that we have to offer, or if you want to take your taste buds to the Indian cuisine, Chinese cuisine, European, we have all this and more in Nigeria. So talking about the wildlife in Nigeria, we have the Yankari Game Reserve, which is situated in the northern part of the country, that has a reserve park for wild animals to live freely. So we also have elephants, buffaloes, monkeys, antelopes. There are a lot of animals here, and we just need to work a bit harder to ensure the protection of these animals so they can obviously help with tourism. The endangered white-throat monkeys are indigenous only to Nigeria. Bird life is also abundant in Nigeria. Fishing and cattle are extremely important agricultural activities within the country, and there is an abundance of wildlife in Nigeria, as well as the local domesticated animals for consumption here as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this video has tantalized your taste buds in putting Nigeria on your list of countries to visit within Africa. And I hope it's educated and inspired you on some of the many faces that Nigeria has to offer. Thank you so much for watching, and until I come your way again, it's me, FA, signing off and out. Take care, and thank you once again.